Top 10 Strangest Deformities in the World. 10th place. Rudy Santos, a 69-year-old Filipino, suffers from a very rare disease known as craniopagus parasiticus, or parasitic twin. 2 extra arms and legs are attached to the man's pelvis and abdomen, which developed when he absorbed his twin brother in his mother's womb. Also attached to his body is an undeveloped head and another pair of nipples. There is only a small chance that Rudy would survive the operation. Perhaps that's why he refuses the surgery. He was once a celebrity in his country, traveling and performing with a circus called the Freak Show. 9th place. Two-headed girl. Manar Meghed was born in Cairo in 2004. She also suffered from a parasitic twin. Manar and her twin sister were joined at the head. Her twin sister had no limbs and could only smile, blink, and cry. At 10 months old, Manar was hospitalized because she was very ill. There, it was decided to separate them. Her twin died after the operation because she could not survive without her twin. Since she had almost no organs and not enough blood, Manar died less than a year later due to a brain infection caused by the operation. 8th place. Fish Boy. Min An is an orphaned boy who was born with a strange skin disorder. He has fish-like scales formed on his skin. It is believed that this deformity was caused by a chemical used during the war with Java. The boy needs to bathe and soak in a tub regularly, otherwise he develops a fever. Previously, he was prone to violence against his peers and those around him, so he was usually tied to his bed. However, he has now found a friend, a nurse, whom he gladly lets near him. Now his favorite hobby is swimming. 7th place. Elephant Man. Joseph Merrick was born in England in 1836. He was once a very well-known person in London and around the world. He was born with what is called Proteus syndrome. It is a disease that causes his entire body to be lumpy and his bones to be swollen and deformed. His mother died when he was 11, and he was rejected by his father. He worked in poor jobs until a showman contacted him. From then on, he was the main participant in a show. His stage name was the Elephant Man. Due to his large head, he had to sleep sitting up. Once he decided to sleep lying down like all normal people. His neck broke from the heavy head, and he was found dead the next morning. 6th place. Turtle Boy. Didier Montalvo, a boy from a Colombian village. He was born with melanocytic nevi that grow all over his body, especially many large ones on the boy's back. People nicknamed him the Turtle Boy because of his moles, which resembled a turtle's shell. Since Didier was conceived during a solar eclipse, locals believed that he was sent into this world by the devil. Because of this, everyone avoided him. He had no friends and was forbidden from attending the local school. When a British surgeon learned about the boy, he traveled to his village and performed a complex operation on him. The operation was successful, and Didier is now going to school and enjoying a normal and happy life. 5th place. Mandy Sellers from Lancashire, Great Britain. She was diagnosed with the same Proteus syndrome as the previously mentioned Elephant Man. This disease is very rare and has only been diagnosed in 120 people worldwide. Proteus syndrome made Mandy's legs incredibly large. They weigh as much as 95 kilograms. Doctors amputated half of her leg because she developed deep vein thrombosis. After the operation, the remaining part of the leg further increased in size. She is still trying to walk and live with new leg prostheses. She also drives a hand-controlled car. 4th place. Petero Byakatonda, a boy from a small village in Uganda. He suffered from craniosynostosis, or otherwise known as Crouzon syndrome. This is a skull deformity that pushed his eyeballs out of their sockets and pushed his ears down. Therefore, the boy sees and hears poorly. In developed countries, this syndrome is successfully treated in infancy, but Petero did not receive this treatment because he lives hundreds of kilometers from the hospital. The boy's neighbors tormented and avoided him, so he was locked in his room all the time. Once, a doctor visiting his village learned about this boy. He later raised money for his trip to Texas, USA, where he later had skull surgery. For half a year, he underwent various procedures and operations. After much pain and complications, Petero survived everything and now lives happily and normally in his native village. Third place, José Mastre, a man from Lisbon, Portugal. He developed a facial deformity that began to grow on his lips when he was 14. Over the years, it spread all over his face and eventually weighed about 5 kilograms. The man lost sight in one eye, had great difficulty breathing, eating, and sleeping. He also spent 40 years without any treatment because he had no money, and his religion did not allow him to seek medical help. It turns out that Jose had a strange tumor growing on his face, which was removed in Chicago in 2010. After that, his face was reconstructed with other operations. The operations were successful, and Jose returned to live in Lisbon. Second place, Treeman. Dede Koswara, a man from Indonesia who has lived most of his life with a very rare fungal infection, epidermodysplasia verruciformis. This is when fungal warts grow on the skin, resembling wood. It is very difficult for Dede to move and live. His limbs are heavy and large. In 2008, 6 kilograms of warts were removed, but they grew back later. Dede's disease is incurable. First place, Alamjan Nematalayev, a boy from Kazakhstan, was born seemingly healthy and normal. However, when he was 7, a child was found in his abdomen. It was his twin brother, who had lived inside him the whole time. He had fully developed limbs, genitals, hair, head, teeth, and some facial features. Doctors said it was similar to a 6-month pregnancy. The twin was parasitic and was alive only with the boy's help, absorbing some of the nutrients he consumed. He was successfully operated on, and the boy continues to live his life, not even knowing about his twin brother who once lived inside him.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.